Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Holowitz from 365acttips.com. I want to give you a quick tip on how to do a lookup, and this is something that I see with many of my clients that use Act, just a minor little thing that they don't even notice. When you go to do a lookup, all you have to do is go lookup and choose any of these items. For example, I'm going to use first name in this case, and let's say I want to look up the first name of John, which I've already typed in here. Well, by clicking on OK, I can do a lookup, but I want to draw your attention over here to where it says Show More Options. Well, I find a lot of times my clients don't even use this option right here. And to extend this, if I click on these arrows, you're going to see it drops down and gives me some more search options. Now, why is that relevant? Because it's relevant because it allows you to do different things. So, for example, if I look up all the people whose first name is John, and then I want to do a second lookup on the first lookup, I can say, listen, I want to do a lookup to do other things. So let me show you that. And again, just extend this by clicking on these two arrows right here. These two arrows, click on the drop down, and this will become available to you. So let me do a lookup of the Johns, and then I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to click OK. So now we have 7 people whose first name is John in here. And you're going to see this database is full of people who have very popular names. They're celebrities or people you'd know. So I'm going to focus on John Lennon. Now the reason I'm going to focus on John Lennon is I'm going to go look up. I'm going to go first name. Now previously we had done all the people whose first name is John, and there were 7 of them. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow the lookup down. So in other words, we did the first lookup. Now we want to narrow aspects of that first lookup down. So I'm going to say, listen, I want to find all the people whose last name, and I'm going to hit the letter L just to jump down this list to the first item that begins with L. And I'm going to say the last name begins with L. So what I'm doing is if I come here, let's see, starts with, I should have said, so starts with L. So let me back up for a minute. The first lookup we did was all the people whose first name is John. And now because I have this here, I can narrow the lookup down to all the people whose first name is John and their last name begins with the letter L. So I'm going to click on OK. And now what we've done is we've narrowed down that first lookup to all the people whose last name begins with the letter L, and the only person in here was John Lennon, and he's one of one. So when you do a lookup, you can do these lookups in parts. Do your first lookup, do your second lookup, your third. For example, you might want to look up all the people whose first name is John, and then all the people who live in Massachusetts, that's first name is John, so you narrow the lookup. Then you might say, okay, I want to find all the people that are named John that live in Massachusetts, but specifically live in Boston, and narrow that lookup down even more. So you can keep doing different steps. On that note, if these are the kinds of lookups that you do all the time, and it's the same lookup time after time after time, it's at that point that you might want to learn about creating queries in groups that will automatically put those people in there so you don't have to go through all those steps all the time. So you can do complex lookups with Act if you so desire. My name is Tony Holowitz. Thank you very much. Have a great day.